In a 2-on-3, it can be done. They are getting the right grenades into C connector and even down towards Ivy here. This is just great user grenades coming out of VP. Sneaking on, Taz gonna, oh sorry, Snack's gonna go over the bomb plant. Grenades are in, and oh, they're gonna catch Snacks. Huge grenade coming in from Sipnix. Now that leaves Taz alone. 1-on-3, they're all around him. Can he creep up behind Kirby? Oh god, they've managed to actually circumvent each other. This is slightly mad. He's got the angle on anyone trying to go for the defuse, but once they know where he is, things are gonna get tough.
Now, this is what's so difficult for Taz right now. Even if he picks up 1 kill, he's still in a 1v2. There's still that crossfire possible. They're trying to bait him out now at this point, and he's going to be able to spot Sipnix for free, but that gives it away. Those tracers, you can see Dupree trying to close in, but Taz will hit the headshot. Into the 1v1 we go in so little time. Kirby sticking the defuse, and he's going to hit the shot, but he has no time. No way, is he going to get it in the nick of time? He does! Unreal! There's still that crossfire possible. Trying to bait him out now at this point, and he's going to be able to spot Sipnix for free, but that gives it away. Those tracers, you can see Dupree trying to close in, but Taz will hit the headshot. Into the 1v1 we go in so little time. Kirby sticking the defuse, and he's going to hit the shot, but he has no time.
A very good start.
No way, is he going to get it in the nick of time? He does! Unreal! There's still that crossfire possible. Trying to bait him out now at this point, and he's going to be able to spot Sipnix for free, but that gives it away. Those tracers, you can see Dupree trying to close in, but Taz will hit the headshot. Into the 1v1 we go in so little time. Kirby sticking the defuse, and he's going to hit the shot, but he has no time.
I love the fact that the desk is split as well. A very good start.
No way, is he going to get it in the nick of time? He does! Unreal! There's still that crossfire possible. Trying to bait him out now at this point, and he's going to be able to spot Sipnix for free, but that gives it away. Those tracers, you can see Dupree trying to close in, but Taz will hit the headshot. Into the 1v1 we go in so little time. Kirby sticking the defuse, and he's going to hit the shot, but he has no time.
I love the fact that the desk is split as well. A very good start.
No way, is he going to get it in the nick of time? He does! Unreal! There's still that crossfire possible. Trying to bait him out now at this point, and he's going to be able to spot Sipnix for free, but that gives it away. Those tracers, you can see Dupree trying to close in, but Taz will hit the headshot. Into the 1v1 we go in so little time. Kirby sticking the defuse, and he's going to hit the shot, but he has no time.
I love the fact that the desk is split as well. A very good start.
No way, is he going to get it in the nick of time? He does! Unreal! There's still that crossfire possible. Bait him out now at this point, and he's going to be able to spot Sipnix for free, but that gives it away. Those tracers, you can see Dupree trying to close in, but Taz will hit the headshot. Into the 1v1 we go in so little time. Kirby sticking the defuse, and he's going to hit the shot, but he has no time.
I love the fact that the desk is split as well. A very good start.
No way, is he going to get it in the nick of time? He does! Unreal! There's still that crossfire possible. Bait him out now at this point, and he's going to be able to spot Sipnix for free, but that gives it away. Those tracers, you can see Dupree trying to close in, but Taz will hit the headshot. Into the 1v1 we go in so little time. Kirby sticking the defuse, and he's going to hit the shot, but he has no time.
I love the fact that the desk is split as well. A very good start.
No way, is he going to get it in the nick of time? He does! Unreal! There's still that crossfire possible. Bait him out now at this point, and he's going to be able to spot Sipnix for free, but that gives it away. Those tracers, you can see Dupree trying to close in, but Taz will hit the headshot. Into the 1v1 we go in so little time. Kirby sticking the defuse, and he's going to hit the shot, but he has no time.
I love the fact that the desk is split as well. A very good start.
No way, is he going to get it in the nick of time? He does! Unreal! There's still that crossfire possible. Bait him out now at this point, and he's going to be able to spot Sipnix for free, but that gives it away. Those tracers, you can see Dupree trying to close in, but Taz will hit the headshot. Into the 1v1 we go in so little time. Kirby sticking the defuse, and he's going to hit the shot, but he has no time.
I love the fact that the desk is split as well. A very good start.
No way, is he going to get it in the nick of time? He does! Unreal! There's still that crossfire possible. Bait him out now at this point, and he's going to be able to spot Sipnix for free, but that gives it away. Those tracers, you can see Dupree trying to close in, but Taz will hit the headshot. Into the 1v1 we go in so little time. Kirby sticking the defuse, and he's going to hit the shot, but he has no time.
I love the fact that the desk is split as well. A very good start.
No way, is he going to get it in the nick of time? He does! Unreal! There's still that crossfire possible. Astralis, both players surviving.
Yeah, oh, it's a bit of a shame. I wish, because they both got kills. I wish they would have gone for the double scout. That could have been so much fun, but they're not doing that right now. This round from Virtus Pro it's just so high-powered, isn't it? Like,
yeah.
Thank you very much, Richard. I can hardly believe it. This venue, this game, this crowd. I hope all of you at home are feeling it. They've been so amazing, and now it's time for the third map. Are you ready, Semler?
Woo! Let's go.
It is going to be absolutely insane, isn't it? I love the fact that the desk is split as well. Moses sticking to his gun, Duncan sticking to his. What do you think?
Are you sticking to yours, though, Anders? Because you've been backing Astralis for how long now?
Yeah, I mean, we've come this far. I don't think I can change my mind. I still think they have what it takes. But honestly, I mean, you've seen the strength in Virtus.pro all the way through this tournament. Now we need to find a winner. So I hope you're ready for it, ladies and gentlemen, because here it comes. 10 seconds into the countdown. Make some noise, Atlanta. It's Virtus.pro versus Astralis, the grand final, third map here at the E-League Major.
And it's on this map, on Train, a perfect final stage for this confrontation between these two legendary teams. Virtus.pro with the pedigree, Astralis with the drive. Neither of them are going to back down. And, well, it is going to be about Virtus.pro and that explosive style, because look at this. Straight onto the B site, no time wasted whatsoever. And Device needs to find a headshot. He gets tagged down to 17. Bialy runs over Zipnix, and it's already working out for the Polish team.
Power play coming through. Pasha even getting a shot on Glaive. Kjaerbye got to be very careful. If he loses this duel, the round is pretty much done. They need the retake, and they need it right now. And Astralis just cowering in the corner. Virtus.pro have shocked and stunned them in this pistol round. And Snack's close line here. Kjaerbye almost down and out. They've got them locked in. This is just a brilliant and beautiful round coming out of Virtus.pro. Locking Astralis out, never getting them a chance to get back into the bomb site. These kills don't matter any longer. There's just no time left.
Yeah, backing off to save the gear at this point if you're Astralis. Dupree hasn't taken a single point of damage, although that might change. Pasha's hunting him, and he will get punished. Dupree hits the headshot. But again, none of these kills matter because that bomb is about to go boom in just a few seconds. Whether or not they can actually get a little bit more money here, that would be big. Kjaerbye with another kill onto Snacks. This will actually give them some options going into the next round here. Astralis, both players surviving.
Yeah, it's a bit of a shame. I wish, because they both got kills, I wish they would have gone for the double scout. That could have been so much fun, but they're not doing that right now. This round from Virtus.pro it's just so high-powered, isn't it? Like, yeah. How do you stop that?
It doesn't get any more simple than that. That's right. It's just a straight YOLO rush onto the B site, and then more importantly, closing on connector, closing on CT as quickly as possible. They never stopped rushing until they had blocked off all the entrances to the bomb site, Virtus.pro, and that's the real linchpin. That's the real key to winning that round. Now they go into the second round here. They've bought up with the rifles and the SMGs, VP, and Astralis have gone for the force, but Bialy finds a headshot on Dupree to start.
A very good start. And now they're spread very thinly, Astralis. I'm not a big fan of this, really. I always think if you've got this much of a disadvantage in the weaponry, why not go for a risk, you know, even more? 3 and A, 2 and B just seems too casual for my taste.
This is the second pistol round that VP have picked up this entire finals. Talk about the good time to deliver. Out of 3 maps, it is so important. And for this very reason, VP, they get the strong economic start. This game is about headshots. It's definitely about flashy kills, but it's also about the money, being able to afford the rifles, the grenades, the kits, and the Kevlar. That's what it's all about for Astralis now. They're just going to be saving as much as possible for that 4th round when they'll be able to afford to buy again.
And I'm glad you mentioned that stat about the pistol rounds, because that also leads into the talk about how good they are at winning after they lost the pistol round, because they've done that a couple of times too. And that's obvious. I mean, because if it was just that stat, you're right. If they just only won 2 pistol rounds, this could have been a very different grand finals. The fact that they keep coming back after losing the pistols, that's just very interesting. But this time, it's on tracks, so to speak, here on Train for the first time. They're going to be winning a second round. Kjaerbye looking to just save the deagle, maybe the armor as well. Good start for VP.
Yeah, maybe he can get into position over on inner site in the next round, looking towards that upper ramp. Try and get to these positions where you can get that 1 dig headshot. That's how powerful this pistol is. Even if you invest in a helmet, you can still get picked off. But this is the perfect start here for Virtus.pro. They've got the wind in their sails. Astralis, and mainly Device. We're looking at the core players that were mentioned on the analyst desk, right? Device, Zipnix, Glaive. Device and Zipnix in particular, played out of their minds in the last map. They're going to have to start waking up here, going into the 4th round, into the rifle round.
And that's what the desk was talking about. That was a big condition that needed to be met for the Danish side. Having Device shown up, I mean, he has played an unbelievable tournament. If he shows up in the third map, I'm curious what his overall stats are going to be like. I reckon they will be quite far ahead of almost nearly anybody else who's like a big major player, someone like Flush. I think he will even be outdoing that at this point in time. He's just out of control. But how mad is it that when he dips in performance, Sip is there to pick it up right afterwards, and it still sort of works out. There was a time when that would have never happened, and this team would have crumbled right then and there. Now, 3rd round in here, Some grenades, some flashbang there, but not really too much happening for Astralis. Should be another good round for Virtus Pro here.
Yeah, it seems like VP's strategy right now is to go out into the open air bomb site where they have a lot of long angles to take advantage of the rifles versus the pistols. And so it's out onto A once again here for Virtus Pro and the anti-eco. And so we're really just going to be looking towards Astralis getting mopped up in this round. Fairly clean work. Basha not going to spot him. I think Glaive just got into Sniper for free, but Taz, long range, puts the Galil to use, picks up 2 kills.
Device might be able to catch Neo. I don't think this will even win them the round, but he's got the bomb here, so oh no, he's going to be up on the container. Even if he got the kill on Neo, that's not going to cost VP the round. There's still a minute left and everything else, but always got to be careful when you throw the bomb back there. What I would like to see, I hope that's not going to be the last time we see Device pushing Ivy. Later on in the game, I hope he's going to keep doing it because it's such a powerful tool to have when you're on the CT side.
Shot from Taz, 3 kills, padding the stats. Getting those anti-eco kills, those feel-good kills, basically, because he's not risking anything running around here like this. Even throwing away his gun, just to make sure. Now they have a way out, Virtus Pro. That's the second thing that you're looking for. Once you're on that T side and you get that bomb planted, you need to figure out how to get out of the bomb site intact. Because obviously, you don't want to blow up at the bomb. Not part of the plan here.
No, definitely not. Sip is on the bomb site, just checking to see if he can force anyone in back here. Maybe they will go up with him. He does a lot of damage to Bialy, but not enough that he will die with the bomb. So Kiebu surviving, Deagle, armor. It's not half bad. I mean, he's still going to have to buy more armor, I reckon, but headed in here to the 4th round. All on Device right away. This is where it gets interesting. Duncan said it. They're feared for their T side. They're so good on this map on the T side, so Astralis need to shut them down early, very early on here, and that's what they're looking to do. They're still keeping on to 2 of the UMPs and the Galil on Virtus Pro. Bit of a risk.
I'm curious, exactly. It is going to be 4 players outside very early on here. In case Virtus Pro were trying to go for a rush of any type, it's not going to happen. Instead, it's going to be Xyp9x holding solo, Device supporting him, and it's going to be Action Pop Dog very early on. Glaive and Dupree pushed in here aggressively looking for a shot. Bialy might walk right into it. I think he was spotted. Looking for the wallbang, not going to get it. But just a little bit of additional pressure there on VP. Letting VP know that they're going to have to use grenades to clear out that position if they want to make a play for A later on.
Could have gone badly, but Bialy manages to stay alive. Obviously good news. A bomb all the way over at Brown Holes here. Neo the one carrying it. They're clearing it out. They still got so much time, so no pressure at all really. It's these 5 Molotovs that are on VP that you really have to worry about on Astralis' side here. Lose control of the B bomb site, and those Molotovs, they just increase in value almost exponentially. Now under a minute. No attempt from Astralis to get any information right now.
No, they're content to play that retake. Xyp9x is one who's actually out of. He's in a bit of an awkward position, not holding close. Exactly, looking to try and use that train to basically make this a headshot angle. We've seen Flamey use this position quite a bit, and actually he's very good at it. And it is going to be a bit of a peek over here towards B. Xyp9x gives away his position, does a little bit of damage to Taz, but he's setting it up here for Device. Exactly, with the sniper, long range to find a pick, but it's not going to happen. You're right, it is a pick, and it is a fake.
Dupree ready and waiting. He takes down Pasha. That's a massive kill, but Glaive will go down, and Dupree's next. The UMP is working out. What a brilliant fake from Virtus Pro. They sold that hook, line, and sinker. Astralis only having Dupree in that A-bomb site. They needed much more. This retake, very nearly impossible here. They need to get a couple of kills right away within the next 10 or so seconds. Otherwise, they might as well just fall back and save what they have. It won't be worth it. They're creeping in, and Sip goes down, and that's going to be the retreat. There's no point in fighting any longer here. Device trying to get back. They're not even going to be able to escape Virtus Pro. Oh, and Bialy! A bit too much excitement. Only losing the UMP, but still, early celebration, Semler.
Throws himself to his death from Sniper from on high. A little bit of a chuckle there. You can see just the hint of a grin. But they should definitely be happy right now, Virtus Pro. They win the first crucial round in this half. They have a 4-0 lead now on T side, and Astralis are just thinking, please, not again. Let's not have nuke happen all over again, where Virtus Pro get all the rounds they needed within the first, half of the first half. And then it's Astralis who are going to be behind in the match for the rest of it.
Taz being very aggressive here with the M4. Not worried at all that he's going to run into anything. They're just taking the fight long range as well. And shutting down all of Astralis without really almost taking any damage here. So very good job. Grenade once. Sip going to try and see if he can throw one back. Won't really have a big impact here. In one bullet, he's going to be down and out. So obviously 5-0 here for Virtus Pro. such a strong start yet again, and we saw what happened on Nuke when they were in this situation, Astralis. You know, they tried to make, oh, it's a nice headshot, but not enough. They tried on Nuke to come back in the second half, but Virtus.pro got 5 big rounds in a row early on. That's pretty much what's happening here.
And it's even more dominant right now for VP. There we go. The Astralis timeout getting called immediately here going into this next round. But VP on Nuke, they were able to establish a very strong economy, and it's the same thing here for Virtus.pro. You've got 3 players with over 10,000 in the bank, which means that VP, they have a huge margin for error at this point. They get the bonus so long as they're getting those bomb plants down, but it's not going to be for a very long time before they have to actually eco. So Astralis have no easy rounds here versus Pistols. It's going to be uphill the entire way.
Timeout is cancelled. The round is resumed here. 15 seconds they got. There's not that much time to talk. You can only go over a couple of things. You know, get the input from your coach. Maybe try and tell you, you know, what are the patterns? What are we falling into? Why is it not working? And what can we do differently? And then you're back in the game right away.
Especially because they've already played this map 3 times in the groups, Astralis. They have had time to adjust, to make some details. Well, basically bring the details to the front, adjust them, and go on from there. They got 2 out of 3 wins on train, so they know what they're doing here, Astralis. The only problem is that also gives a lot of information over to VP.
Oh, Kiebu, look at the flash coming in from Dupree. He almost had to get that kill, Dupree. If they got the refrag, that would have been worth it. But Kiebu, they weren't flashed enough that you get the kill, and that's a big problem. An attempt, you see the switch up from Astralis, and Virtus.pro was ready for it. Now the grenades are going to start coming into the A-bomb side. They don't have to commit just yet, so much time, and you see Neo with the bomb falling back. They just want to wait. They know Astralis are nervous. They know they've got them on edge. If they can pressure them by just throwing a couple of grenades to make a mistake, that's huge.
It's such a sick call from Glaive, though. I really do like this style where he gets 4 players. He starts to cheat a couple of players extra over towards that A site. Really banking on Virtus.pro going towards the pointy letter, but it's just not the case. VP, with so much time on the clock after that initial engagement, they have all the time in the world to work the rest of the map, get map control, over towards Brown Halls, start to make Astralis doubt in their setup. And now Astralis are so spread out. This is perfect from VP. They're doing an excellent job of just spreading the defense.
Oh, you can really tell from the minimap right now that the Danes have no idea what's coming their way at all. 35 seconds, we can tell because the bomb is making its way all the way back there. Taz going to be walking into main. Bialy goes down. Dupree with an important kill. Forward position. He has to get a bit more because otherwise this bomb site is going to fall very swiftly. They need to back up now. He spots out Taz. That's a big indication. 20 seconds left. And here comes the Virtus.pro push. Snacks gets the refrag on Dupree. That's a big start. Now Devices in the back line with the AWP. But he's going to get smoked off. He can't get the shot. 13 seconds. They're planting the bomb right around. But is there anyone there to stop it? It doesn't seem like it. Virtus.pro get the bomb plant with just 10 seconds left. And now the retake is on.
And Device missing shot after shot. This is painful to watch, especially because Taz was so close he could hear the scoping, and that sets it up perfectly. VP not going to make any mistakes. They aren't peeking him until they got him looking the wrong way. Xyp9x not going to make it happen in the end. Taz stands strong on the site. 2 kills for him at the end of it on top of the bomb plant, and another crucial round picked up here for Virtus.pro at the beginning of the half. A 6-0 lead now for them. Whereas Astralis, they're still struggling to figure out what is going on here.
Just, I mean, an almost surgical round coming out of the Polish side. Just so calm. Even when they get spotted in main at 24 seconds, you think that would actually be the panic moment for Virtus.pro. You know, now, you know they're rotating in. It's a 4-on-4. It could go horribly wrong. They just keep their cool. 4 HE grenades being picked up by Astralis. Are they going to go into main? There's one. There's a second one. Taz is still alive. Somehow.
Oh, if somebody didn't fluff the third one there, it would have worked. Instead, Neo's going to get a freebie. Device with the Deeks is going to drop Bialy. That's a good start. At least inflicting some damage to Virtus.pro, who, after buying, have got 3 players on $14,000. So you need to start killing here, Astralis. You need to start getting them to spend that money. 1 kill on Device, 1 on Xyp9x. Glaive, don't give us the repeat secret agent.
Oh, it's just absolutely horrendous right now. 3-on-3. 7th round is coming in. There's a little Molotov, an AK, and an HE grenade there on Glaive. And, you know, 3-on-3, this is actually a bit weird for Virtus.pro. Taking more losses already than they really should. Running the clock down slowly here. And the setup, I quite like this setup for Astralis. Again, they are slightly cheating over towards the A-bomb site, but it might be a good call.
There's just so many angles for Virtus.pro to worry about. 40 seconds. And the clock is starting to show its weight. Exactly, Xyp9x goes for the shoulder peek, and he steps out too far.
That's a big kill. 34 seconds. And now Glaive going to be into the angle. Device goes down. Can he get the grenade in? Taz going to be careful he doesn't run too close. The Molotov follow-up, but the bomb gets planted. Even with the Molotov kill, it's not quite good enough. They're low on health, but Glaive is almost impossible. And Taz going to take him down. Virtus Pro, 7 rounds in a row. They are getting so close. What can the Danes do? If they had won that round, I'm sure it would have sparked a lot of confidence on their side. But look at the money they've got.
It's terrific, exactly. When you're getting into double digits bank, you're the high roller. And Kerrigan, he's going to be very fascinated by this game, considering he's the old in-game leader for Astralis before Glaive rotated in.
Yeah, look at that. A viewership record. That's what Kerrigan is saying. It's very likely. And this has been an incredible game already, but we're here to find out which is the better team. And you have to be honest, right now, it's looking like Virtus Pro. Been a while since they won that major back in Katowice in 2014. Stuck with all the same people, and it's been paying off. 8th round here, finally some weapons on Astralis. We'll see if they can make it work. And again, Virtus Pro, they're so slow. They have really figured out this T side to a whole new level.
Taking their time, just ratcheting it up, that pressure on Astralis at this point. The longer these rounds go, the more Astralis are going to start to sweat. And the bigger chance for VP to take advantage of a mistake made by the defense. But VP now, they've got all of the map. They get to decide where they want to go. This is Neo's playbook. He's going to be flipping through the pages here, just trying to figure it out. Where do we want to take this fight? And there's the opening kill. And Kirby wins the duel. Thought he was dead, 100%. Instead, he survives with 6 HP. Bialy is getting toasty. Barely makes it out.
Oh, that's very dangerous. That's a shame, because even the 4v5, Virtus Pro could still do a pretty good job, but now Bialy's so low, you have to wonder, did they waste too much time as well here? 33 seconds, the grenade not going anywhere for Taz there. 4 versus 5 with the bomb coming back out into main, but there is a pretty good stack already in place. In 25 seconds, if the bomb goes down, that might just be the end of it. Neo going to be dropped. Kirby does finally go down, but Glaive doing great work with a double kill. 19 seconds, Snax has the bomb, and he's finally going to try and see if he can put it down. Sip trying to get into position. Taz is dropped, and now it's all on Snax. He gets one, still alive, looking for the 1-on-2 here. And they've got him out in the open. He's trying to tap away. Snax, can he do it? No, not this time. Sip will be able to take him down. They gave him the space for it. You thought it was possible, but Astralis going to pick up their first round here.
Snax, it's just unbelievable watching him play, how he kept turning those into 1v1 fights. Just the way that he plays the angle. He knows the map like the back of his hand. He knows how to close off angles, so he's not facing 2 opponents, which is what Astralis were trying to do there at the end. He's just constantly looking for these 1v1 duels. And that's how you win that sort of situation, that sort of 1vx. You're looking for the death match. But Astralis on the board. They finally break VP's streak. And what do VP do? Immediately call for the tactical timeout. Let's go. Slow things down again.
And that worked for them before. I mean, it's such a good idea, and you could be right. You know, the adrenaline, that 1v2, just trying to calm everyone down. If they win this next round, it's almost impossible to imagine that Astralis can have any impact in this first half at least. It's just going to be so difficult. Their money pretty much all but gone. $1,800 on Glaive, $1,500 on Kirby here, but this is going to be nearly the full reset. And they must know it on the Danish side as well. Almost the whole grand final comes down to just trying to win this round.
A couple of rounds. A lot of it can be filler, but these sorts of rounds right here where your economy is hanging in the balance, this is the one round where VP can completely take off, or Astralis can finally start imposing themselves here. Very early into Brown Halls this time around, however, from VP. They've changed it up. We haven't seen this kind of approach since the pistol round almost. They're taking it over, and we might actually see them go for the full B execute here. We saw the YOLO rush in the pistol. They've gone A every single time since. Now, are we going to see VP actually show us an execute here?
Oh god, it's going to be fast. It's 4 people on up. Sip, what is he possibly going to do? They're coming out of the smoke. He's flashed. He goes down. Taz barely touches the ground. Kirby with the refrag. Still a one-on-one trade here, but we'll see if the bomb is going to be going down. Kirby gets dropped. Snax with the grenade. Oh my god, it looked like maybe even the grenade almost took the shot there, but Bialy, he's dropped by Glaive, and Taz with the refrag. Still a 2-on-3 here. And a retake, they need it, they must have it. Device gonna miss the kill, he picks up the M4 instead. And the retake is on. Dupree with a headshot onto Taz, 2-on-2, with the bomb ticking on that site.
This is all about positioning exactly. Pasha on the high ground, Device hoping to get lucky with the spray through the smoke, and Pasha shows nothing. He gets the pick, his patience pays off, and now it's all on Device. 1v2, and he's not having any of it. He's backing off, he's giving up. Astralis, they're tapping out. VP, they just might break him right here. Pasha minute, duck hunting. Not gonna get the shot though, Device. Instead, he gets the parting shot on Snacks. Okay, that'll do. But what's not going to be good here is that Astralis are back with the pistols.
Wow.
This is the same sort of pattern. It's really interesting. This is the same sort of pattern that we've seen from Virtus Pro. In the second map of an overpass, they had a save style. They would keep hitting a site repeatedly until, oh, they figured it out. They won the defense. Great. Now go to B and see if we can test those guys. For it to be cut this close.
As long as Kierby is alive on that sidewalk, it's hard for them to get the bomb down. But that grenade from Snacks was absolutely epic. Now the 10th round is in, and you're right. Well, actually, they forced up here. Whoa. Dupree very nearly getting the fight against Bayali, but Neo, you're going to put up a smoke and try and see if you can force Device back into the site here. Astralis, they've put almost the entire first half on this force buy. They saved the AWP, obviously, but what can they do?
Very nice smoke. Walking off, neatly cutting everything in half. That's the connector that Snacks just blocked off with that smoke. And VP again, same sort of methodology coming through here from VP. Now it's time to just repeatedly hit B site. But Astralis, look at this read that they've got. 3 players already. This is the gamble that they used earlier where they had stacked everybody over on A. This time it's going to be here on B the site. Astralis, can the defense hold? Kierby starts it off.
Good kill, followed up by Sip, turning around with the UMP. Taz actually jumping into the arc there just to make sure he could cancel the jump. And that really tricks Sip, but Kierby there dropping the bomb. 45 seconds, Glaive coming in from behind, quick up the ladder, he gets the kill, and now it's all on Taz. 1 versus 3, they took the gamble, it paid off, and Astralis winning a second round. Starting to dig into the bank of Virtus Pro.
Finally. They had a bomb plant in the last round. This round, however, no bomb plant, so a little bit of an economic hit there for VP, but still plenty in the bank to go for a full buy. And still, they still have almost a full bank to fall back on her, VP. Astralis, however, it is going to be the full buy for them. And the chance.
They have them up against the ropes right now. Astralis, they're out of breath. They're really fighting to stay in this grand finals right here. Virtus Pro, they know it. They know that any mistake that they are given right now, any round they win, could just completely close them out. So close here for the Danish side. Some tabs coming through. We've got to be careful. There's a booster on the other side. And Pasha looking over. And Device there as well.
So clever. There it is. And it pays off. Device is going to be furious. That is agony if your Device. What a clever boost to look right over the smoke. And VP, they're always coming up with stuff like this. Every time there's a common smoke, it's like, okay, how can we look around it? How can we figure out how to catch somebody off guard on the other side? So sick that it works for Pasha.
A very good start. And again, that's one of the star players for Astralis, Device, and he's got 2 kills here into the 11th round. He was not doing well in the last map, and he's had a very hard time coming alive, and Virtus Pro, they're just shutting him down. Smokes are going to be landing in here, 44 seconds. Sip, is he going to commit to the over-rotation? Because the bomb is going back. They actually have a pretty good setup here in Pop Dog. Great shot from Glaive, dropping a headshot on Taz while he's mid-air. Dupree going to go for the fight, takes down Bialy. Why are there no Molotovs in Pop Dog? They could both be dead right now. But instead, Virtus Pro just trying to run onto the bomb site here. 24 seconds, and somehow Astralis have tried to turn this around. Dupree will be going down, but they should realize Glaive is still back here. Kierby with a nice lurk onto Pasha, gets the kill, gets the follow-up, taking down Neo. Now it's all on Snacks in a 1-on-3. Goes for the spray on 1, but he's going to get close lined by Kierby, who gets a triple kill. And Astralis losing 7 rounds in a row. And now they're finally back here with a scoreline that says 8-3.
And count on the young star, Kierby, to make it happen here for his team. And he was just there to save it as well. If Snacks gets that kill on Zipmix scot-free, it can get real nasty because he knows where Glaive is playing from, Snacks. But there we go again. Used to call him Little Device back in Denmark in the LAN scene there because he was just so good at a young age, the same way that Device was. And now he's here playing with that team, the best in Denmark. Tactical timeout has been called here by Virtus Pro, their second one used so far.
A good time for it, I think. There's still so much in the lead. 8 rounds is more than enough on the T side to have a comfortable, a really good shot at winning the whole thing here. So it's all on Astralis again to try and make sure they can keep doing this. AWP on Pasha. There's one on Device. At least they have the money to keep buying that for him.
Exactly, that he's going to keep getting that dropped. I mean, he needs to start actually hitting some shots. And the one way to do it, keep getting that op. You've been working with it so far. It has been working out. Just not on this map. And so Device, that's all timing, internal timing, hoping to catch somebody peeking. Instead, they've slowed down the pace here, Virtus.pro. They're being a bit more methodical with this. Even committing the incendiary, trying to force somebody out in case they were hiding behind the wall.
Pasha putting up that long smoke, making sure that he can get a chance to catch anyone who might have been close. He actually gets tagged fairly low. I think that was a shot and the grenade both hitting on him, so not just the grenade damage there. It's all getting very tense right now for Astralis. I mean, winning that second map wasn't easy. Did they use all the energy on that one? Do they have what it takes to bring it all the way home? It's looking tough at the moment.
Unless VP stomp them out soon, they will have time to get that second wind, I think. And look at Snacks now. The mastermind. Looking for somebody to step out of position. He's going to take the duel with Glaive. He gets spotted down to 482. There should be no way out. And sure enough, Kirby's there to trade. But Bialy takes down Glaive in the meantime. Dupree, stay patient because now your game is up. Bialy with the headshot.
Oh my god, what an angle. Dupree, he had the better chance. Now Taz is there instead. This retake's going to be very nearly impossible. With Taz up at the high ground, with the Molotov still on Bialy, Astralis, they can try, but this is not going to be easy. Device will get a kill on Pasha. They're getting the spray on through. Neo got back turned, and Device is creeping in, gets the flick on Neo and takes him down, and suddenly they're in a 2-on-3. Taz still up there, and they're looking for him to try and see if they can close him out. As he peeks, he's going to get taken up by Kiebu, and now it's just Bialy in the corner. They're going to get the full retake. Nobody even goes down. Astralis revitalized here in the 12th round. That is so difficult.
And Taz is literally just turning his head, looking at his teammates like, is this reality? Pinch me. How did we lose that situation? Everything was there for VP to get the lockdown and to shatter Astralis, and instead, Device the hero. Talk about him coming alive. The big kills to make that retake possible.
What a spray from Bialy. You thought that was also going to make the difference. That was the thing that would eventually end the round for them. Now, finally, after 3 wins in a row here, Astralis have managed to dig deep enough into VP's economy that they don't have rifles, but they have still bought some pistols. Even at Mac 10 there on Taz. 13th round coming up. We're nearing the end of the first half here at the final map of this Grand Finals. We're getting very, very close, and Astralis have finally come alive.
They're starting to show some fight. This is fantastic, because there's 3 rounds left in this half, and if they can get up to 8-7, Thorin himself wasn't joking. Their T side on train is scary. So if Astralis, they pick up that pistol round, anything is possible, but we still have the 3 that we have to work our way through, and it looks like Virtus.pro are going for some of that explosive style here. They want to just go cascading out onto the B side. Taz is going to lead the way with that Mac 10. Zipnix will obliterate him, and he holds the line, stays alive. This is so important. The longer Zipnix is here, the more difficult things get for Virtus.pro.
Yeah, don't challenge it. Just keep this one going. They've got a 5-on-3. Bialy goes down. Snacks is next, and they didn't have that many weapons, Virtus.pro, so it's hard to imagine they would have been able to do this. Neo is going to be going down as well. No one dies from Astralis. Team Ace as well. They make sure and pick up a kill each in that round. I feel like right now every kill that Device gets is just so critical in terms of getting him back in the game. He needs to mentally start to wake up here. 5-8. Not out of it yet.
And now what's going through Neo's head when they finally figure out that Astralis, wait, we're playing against somebody on this server. They're actually starting to fight back here. What do we do? Surprised that we actually don't see a timeout going into this round here for Virtus.pro to allow Cuban to actually talk to the players. That's one thing, the difference coming into this major is that the coaches are no longer allowed to talk with the players at any time. It has to be during a tactical timeout. There's the shot.
Pasha has been winning that fight down at Ivy, but this time gets taken out now. They're going to try and continue to push it or not. Now, here's the thing they don't know. It's the fact that Neo still has another AWP. It was a double up buy here from Virtus.pro. That may sound strange. If you've only been watching this one game here, you may think, well, why is Neo having an AWP, but he can use that too. There's pretty much nothing in this game that Neo cannot do. And it's going to be a nice timing. I mean, perfect from Kiebu. Frustrating for Bialy there.
You can't hold. Oh, that's emoji right there. That's a throwback. Get the tag. But you can't hear the pin being pulled anymore. It's just Kirby, once he sees that nade go by, perfect timing, steps out into the open, gets the free kill, a 2-man advantage now for Astralis and Snacks, getting tagged down to 14 HP without even seeing anybody. That's painful. The frustration is going to start telling here on VP's side, although Neo's willing to he's always going to fight back. Device hits the shot first, but it's a leg shot, so it's not one shot, one kill. Instead, Neo's going to pick that one up, and Zipnik's still alive on the site.
He's creeping in. Any bullets on him and he's pretty much out, and he doesn't see Sip there. A great attempt from Neo, but it wasn't enough now. 4 versus 2. They're trying to see if they can get back out here and at least get the bomb plant in. That's a really important VP. They need the money. They need the bonus. In a 2-on-3, it can be done. They are getting the right grenades into C connector and even down towards Ivy here. This is just great user grenades coming out of VP. Sneaking on, Snacks gonna go for the bomb plant. Grenades are in, and they're gonna catch Snacks. Huge grenade coming in from Sipnix. Now that leaves Taz alone. 1-on-3. They're all around him. Can he creep up behind Kirby? Oh, God. They've managed to actually circumvent each other. This is slightly mad. He's got the angle on anyone trying to go for the defuse, but once they know where he is, things are going to get tough.
Now, this is what's so difficult for Taz right now. Even if he picks up 1 kill, he's still in a 1v2. There's still that crossfire possible. They're trying to bait him out now at this point, and he's going to be able to spot Zipnix for free, but that gives it away. Those tracers, you can see Dupree trying to close in, but Taz will hit the headshot. Into the 1v1 we go in so little time. Kirby sticking the defuse, and he's going to hit the shot, but he has no time. No way, is he going to get it in the nick of time? He does! Unreal! Kirby!
It absolutely looked like there was no time at all on that bomb. Taz very nearly with what would have been a soul-crushing 1 versus 3. He very nearly does it. 8-6, 15th round is coming up. Kirby looking still pretty wound up from that 1 round.
Deep breath, deep breath. Because this is nuts. This is the 15th round, the last round of the first half, and it looked over. It looked like VP had everything going their way, but Astralis showed that they're never going to give up until Snacks gets the first pick. You see players go for that angle so many times, and it never seems to work. Of course it's going to happen in the grand finals, in a key round.
Dupree getting a chance there, but now Glaive is down and out. 2-for-0 trade. Taz finally going to get dropped with the bomb as well. Up on the train, a bit unfortunate, but they've got the time. Device! Passionate looking both ways. Sip is going to be going down. 2 versus 3, and Dupree fighting for his life out here. He's completely encircled by the VP team, and Snatch will finally put him out of his misery now. All on Device. Can he clutch it? He's been so absent from the last 2 maps, and he's just going to get clotheslined. Neo will drop him. That's 9-6 in the first half, favoring Virtus Pro. Amazing first half here for the Polish side. A repeat of what we saw on Nuke. This is going to, I don't even know what Astralis can do here.
All first halves have finished 9-6, by the way, in this grand finals. Well, guys, it's time to take a quick break, and when we come back, we will have the last half on the last map of this grand finals. We'll be right back.
Welcome back to the Fox Theater, ladies and gentlemen. This is what it all comes down to. The last half of the last map here at the Grand Finals. Make some noise, Atlanta. This is going to be a wild finish to this game. We've got 9-6 in favor of Virtus Pro. They have played out of their minds in the first half on the T side. Now they're on the more favored side. It feels like it's meant to be, Semler.
Exactly. It's almost feeling like we're just we're repeating things here because it was the same exact situation on Nuke. Astralis, they battled their hearts out on the first map of this best of 3, but they weren't able to make the comeback. It was Virtus Pro starting strong and picking up the first map with this very scoreline. So you see Taz and Kirby going head-to-head right now, tied in kills, but that's enough. Let's get into the second half. Everything rides on this round, I think, for Astralis, Sanders. They need the strong start.
I have to agree. There's just no other way. It's time to wake up. They did a good job at least coming into the later part of that first half, but they have to continue where they ended. Snack's going to be pushing up quite aggressive by Ebox, but it's down at Ivy that the main push is going to be coming through. We'll see if they can make the break in. Neo already realizing he's hearing them stomping and calling in for backup. The full rotation is coming. Virtus Pro, they're well aware of what's going on here. And Sip, Neo with 2 big headshots. The Passion trying to follow it up. It's going to be Taz to get the pre. It's falling apart for Astralis here. Neo shutting down that push at Ivy. And now it's all on Device. 1-on-4, and he gets trucked. Pasha long range, and Virtus Pro not taking any hostages in that round.
And this, if all maps, is the first map that Virtus Pro win both pistol rounds here in the finals. Astralis won both on Nuke. They split the pistols on Overpass, and now on Trade. VP, they're primed and ready. Double digits already for them, 10-6. And now we get into it because Astralis, of course, no bomb plant. They're going for the force buy. They have to get something going here. Glaive with the P250 and the nade. Zip makes a smoke of his own. And let's see, can they actually make the aggression work? Because they definitely want to take the fight to VP close quarters here with those Tech 9s.
Well, a bit of a failed grenade, but we'll see if it's going to really make a difference here. I would have only touched Device anyway. And decades of experience on this team. If you combine all of it, you know, it's absolutely amazing. They just need 6 more rounds, and it will be their second major championship win after a 3-year cooldown. Device jumping around in the back, trying to see if he could look over that train and spot anyone out. Any information at all they can get about what the setup looks like will really help them out.
It has been a very long time coming, hasn't it? But the same could be said for Astralis, their first finals.
Yeah, they have never made it this far. And the fact that it's gone to a 3rd map, I mean, it could have been VP 2-0 as well. That was definitely in the cards as well. Snacks playing right at the angle. They're all around the corner. But the UMP, this is very hard to get more than just the 1 kill. He's going to get the spray. Goes again, but Dupree will be able to take him out. About the best that I think he could do there.
Yeah, too hard to track those jumping targets. Good spacing as well from Astralis. This time around, Kirby's going to find the headshot on Neo. He's not going to get anything out of it. Bialy, though, will drop the bomb carrier. That's Dupree out of the fight. Pasha up close, gets the spray on Kirby. And just like that, Virtus Pro, they regain control. Glaive is doing some damage, but they're picking up all the kills in the end. Bialy restores order, and it's 11 rounds on the board for Virtus Pro. But the real reason why we're so hyped about Astralis finally making the finals is because it was almost the meme with Astralis. They would make the semis, and then they would fail. They would not make it past the semis. They were like the gatekeepers to the finals for whoever their opponents were. Now, they finally broke the curse. They're finally here in the finals. And, well, it's not going well for them on the 3rd map, Anders.
No, it isn't. I mean, but you could say they showed everything that they had in the finals here. I mean, they got to this stage, but right now VP are just looking like the better team, and they're playing so smart Counter-Strike. It's not just down to the frags and everything. They look incredibly composed. I'm almost seeing no signs of panic. There are no people just running around and sort of taking fights that they shouldn't be. This is epic Counter-Strike that's coming out of the Polish side.
This is textbook stuff. You can count on the individuals just like in the positioning. Pasha, with the USP even, he knows this is a hard eco for Astralis. He knows they're only going to have Glocks and P250s, if that. So now, well, Astralis trying to be patient about this, and they're actually even using this time to just cool off a little bit. Calm down, take a breather, because it's all about the 19th round, the round to follow.
They don't have any grenades, so, I mean, with Taz being this far back, there's a chance they can sneak in a bomb plant, and that wouldn't be bad at all. Give them something to work with. Every little bit matters at this point. They're going to try and jump down. The grenade raining in. Doesn't quite catch. Sip. Device goes down, and there's the cancellation. Taz with an epic spray down. Gets the quad kill. Puts them at 12-6. No bomb plant. No kills. No nothing given to Astralis here. It's just Virtus.pro continuing 4 more rounds, Semler, and they've got it.
4 more rounds, and they'll be hoisting that trophy. Taz, though, this is sick. It's disgusting at the same time, because it is a P90, right? But it's sick. Still, Astralis, the heartbreaking thing here is that Device, again, has no money for the op. He instantly bought AK, Flash, and Smoke. So no sniper rifle here for Astralis, whereas Pasha Biceps, who's been hitting shots all day long with the op, he's already getting ready to go to work, and Taz holding close. The flash is effective, and I don't think... Did Zipnik spot him, or is that just some random spray? I don't think they have any idea that Taz is holding close like this, and Taz, he's looking to take advantage of it. He's going to pounce! He gets the headshot on Zipnik! Hunts him down!
And Glaive gets dropped as well, and that was Pasha picking up the kill. Absolutely unbelievable, because otherwise it was a chance that Glaive could have come in from the high ground there to take down Taz as he was running away. 2-for-0 trade in the biggest round of the second half so far for Astralis. They had the rifles, and they haven't made any use of it just yet. There's an attempt for the clicks coming in. Dupree dropping Neo. That only brings them a step further. They need to do much more work here. Snacks coming in. Oh! He gets killed immediately by Kierbu. And somehow we're into a 3-on-3. The bomb is all the way back there on the stairwell. Kierbu picking up yet another kill. Now it's a 2-on-3. Astralis, I don't know how they've got into this situation, but they actually have the man lead.
Some errors, key errors. They're walking out into the open one after another. Virtus.pro, what is this? Pasha, you have to clutch this for your team. You have to make up for these mistakes, because otherwise Astralis have got a way back into this game, and Pasha's going to go walking right by, and this is a disaster! He gets shot in the back! But with how low Dupree was, you would think that would be an easy kill. You're into a 1v2, and Pasha's got everything he needs to clutch it.
I was just saying that we were seeing really almost no mistakes out of Virtus.pro, but you're right, that was a big one. They were way too active in that situation. I think they could have got away with that round too. 12-7, 20th round is coming up here. Max 7 on Snacks. Oh no.
Let's go. This is going to be it, but Astralis, they pick up the big round. The reason why Snacks with that shotgun up close, we'll see if he can make it work. Pasha's going to rush down Zip again, and Snacks holding Pop Dog with that with the swag rather. That shotgun up close is lethal, and it gives you so much money as well, which is why Snacks favors it. Device might begin to taste of it pretty soon here.
He's holding the angle. This is dangerous. If Device takes the shot, Snacks will be there to finish him almost immediately. Grenade goes out, there comes Snacks, and he gets the shot. It takes 2, but that's absolutely perfect. Pasha goes down next, and it's a 2-on-3, but a massive health lead. 1-on-3 here. Dupree will pick up the kill, but how could he possibly do? He's got the bomb back here, but on 27 health. I don't see him making it out of this one. He's already made the first jump past, but they've got him backed up in here. How does he get out?
He's got a minute. That's how. He's got all the time to work with here. He just needs to play it carefully and basically hope that somebody's going to be looking the wrong way when he comes around the corner, but of course not. Snacks will hit the shot, holding the angle. And Virtus.pro up on 13 rounds now.
And this is so smart. They just aggressive push coming out. Sip is there alone, and Snacks playing, I mean, a huge off angle. But as soon as the grenade comes in, he's able to take out Device. Taz is absolutely loving it. They know they're so close. It would require nothing short of a miracle for Astralis to bring this game back. They don't have the money. They seem to have run out of steam. It's just too much power on the VP side, and the crowd is loving it.
Yeah, there's Taz bumping him up. Taz getting him ready. And it is the Virtus plow at this point. This has really been their map at the end. Coming into this, you had to bank on Astralis. They had more experience in the map in the tournament. They should have had more time to refine their play, but VP just don't care. They're so focused on that trophy at this point.
Here we go. 27th round. Tech-9 armor. Maybe the early signs of desperation coming out here for Astralis. They know they can't give up any more rounds. They need to find that spark and that fire, and they need to bring it back right now and bring it to Virtus.pro. They fought their way here. They've certainly given them a run for the money, but now getting down to the wire. Neo over at Ivy, he sees the smoke, and he obviously knows that they're down there somewhere, but he's not going to overcommit to any kind of a fight right now.
Yeah, that deep smoke is definitely causing some confusion over here. That's frustrating for Astralis because they want to push through, but they know that's to their deaths, essentially, if somebody's holding with the AWP on the other side. Or with the M4. Snacks is there, but he's focused on alley. Or he's focused on main, rather. It's Neo holding alley. And really, Astralis, as the time ticks down, it's a minute 10 left on this clock. They have not found any picks. They haven't really forced all of the key nades out of VP. Look at that, 5 incendiaries still up here for Virtus.pro to use to buy time. The lower this clock starts to tick down, Virtus.pro is just going to start throwing those into the choke points. It's going to be so difficult for Astralis to run onto the site.
50 seconds here. And now Astralis is going to put the grenades in, but this is a really well-known grenade pattern that Virtus.pro can recognize. Even in the air, they're going to make the call. We know what's happening. Here comes the A-Rush coming through. Device charging in with the Tech-9 leading the whole thing here, running right into the face of the alley, and they're going to be able to get that first kill. Now they need the bomb plant quick. 30 seconds left. Neo comes charging through, dumps the bomb carrier, but he goes down. He can't continue this spree. He tried to get the transfer in there, and now they're going to get the bomb plant. Kievu trying to get that Tech-9 out in time, but Pasha's there. It's a 2-on-2 still. Can they make this one through? Astralis, it's now or never, and look at Dupree. He's risking everything here with the Tech-9. He gets the headshot, but Snacks going to be able to turn around. It's a 1-on-1, and Sip is right around the corner. Snacks, can he do it again?
I'm just guessing Zipmix is going to get that timing. He sees it, and now he can take all the time in the world because it's just ticking past. And Snacks, he finally catches just a glimpse of Zipmix, but Zipmix, he's playing this magnificently. And there's the clutch, point blank with the Tech-9. But more importantly, it was just Snacks running out of time. Zip, he doesn't even need to take the shots against you to win the round. Plays it down to a T. And a huge force buy win there for Astralis. 8 rounds on the board now. And I do believe that is Virtus.pro calling for the timeout.
And their money is a bit all over the place. 5,000 on Bialy, that's great. 6,000 on Snacks, but then we go down to 3,400 on Pasha, so bit questionable. I would say with this kind of a lead and given what a crazy game they've been playing, why force it? Just wait. You've got the buffer. Once you get into double AWP territory, which they can do if they save here, surely they can shut down Astralis at that point.
Absolutely. You can see he's just hunting there for stuff to pick up at the end zip mix on Kievu's screen. But this is it. You don't want to make any kind of mistakes. There's no reason to risk it. Just go ahead and hold an eco of your own. Astralis might pick up the round, but you go ahead and invest in some Deagles here if you're Virtus.pro. You've got that CZ as well. Pasha's been getting kills with it all day long. You could probably count on him picking up one more if he's clever. So we'll see how this pans out. It is going the distance. All we can hope for here, not 30 rounds, overtime, please.
You're asking for a lot, Semler, and I bet there are quite a few VP fans out there saying, no thanks, we'll just take this one. Sip setting up for a smoke down towards Ivy. He already lost the battle once over here against him. He's got to make sure it doesn't happen again. Snacks looking for the Deagle 1 Deag, but not going to happen. Instead, he gets taken out by Kievu, and ready and waiting is Sip. Easy enough kill. So finally, almost feels like for the first time on Train, something actually is working for Astralis here.
Very quick play, no respect. This is how you get that, well, you get that ball rolling for you. If you're Astralis, just charge in there and impose your will. It's Taz, last man alive, but just hoping that he can find somebody looking the wrong way. He's got that P250, and the bomb is only just now getting planted, so he's got a lot of time to ponder life. I'm not seeing a lot of talking happening over on Virtus.pro for now.
Taz is in the zone. You could see him almost sort of bopping his head there. Just, he knows there's not much he could do here, but obviously if they try and escape through Ivy, maybe get a kill, maybe steal a rifle, bring it into the next round. Money is going to be the key thing that could decide this. If Astralis can make it back into this game, it will be because they just keep breaking VP's economy and make sure they don't save anything and make sure they just, play it flawlessly from here on out, basically.
It's just, I wouldn't be surprised if we actually saw the timeout being used in the next round here for Virtus.pro, but they only have one of them left. They only have one of them left, so they have to be very careful about when that's going to go in. Taz, no joy for him, doesn't find anybody in the end, and so the round is a wash, and Astralis are one round closer to tying it up. 13-9, VP still in the lead, but Astralis now with the edge. They've got the economy, and it's Virtus.pro having to spend everything here in this round, putting it all on the line.
Yeah, I wondered if they would go for the double ult, but they're not going to do it. Just a single one there on Snacks against Device on the other team. 13-9. here. The crowd, a lot of Virtus Pro fans here at the Fox Theater tonight. 23rd round in. A lot of grenades on the Astralis side. Virtus Pro with a very default setup again. It's crazy that they haven't tried for anything else, you know. Where are the aggressive pushes coming out? That at Ivy, a quick trade there, Kirby for Bialy. And again, it's the Danes trying to rush this A bomb site. It's been working a couple of rounds, but see if Virtus Pro figured out the way to stop it. Pasha is down and out of the round in the smoke. Hiding is Neo. How is he still alive in here? Not for much longer, and they're just gonna sweep the whole bomb site and leave Taz on his own in a 1-on-4 here. Astralis slowly creeping back in the game.
It's that hiccup. It's that bait. It's almost like you're going into a retake. 1 minute left here, and Taz will find 1 kill on Dupree. Glaive is dangerously low, so he needs to be careful about this. But now that they have the info as to where Taz is playing from, they already have Zipnix out on the B site. He can hold that rotation and allow for that bomb to rotate over towards the B site and get that bomb plant there. So the main thing here is that stumble and that stride from Astralis almost, right? They're getting all the smokes in there. They're getting that opening kill, and then they still have the patience to pause and wait and allow for Neo, allow for other players on VP to try and make the play to save the round, and they're there to punish it. And so their lives just keep getting easier, 1 kill after another. Astralis have now found their way to 10 rounds.
And everybody on Astralis are actually starting to get into this game here. Device, he's still at the bottom of the scoreboard with 10 kills, but it's slowly happening for him. Glaive, Sip, they're up there. Kirby and Dupree are the main carries right now on the Danish side. And again, Virtus Pro, minimal investment into this round. They need to just keep their focus here. No reason to panic yet. They've still got the buffer going on. They don't really have to worry that much. A great shot from Sip. Take the kill on Bialy there, but again, just pure focus out of VP.
That was almost like him passing the toll gate, you know? Just chuck that quarter out of his window, casual-like. Just picks the headshot up on Bialy as if it was, you know, just every day you do that, no problem. Kirby catches Snacks trying to go aggro. That's a setup. It's a bait setup from Astralis designed for that purpose. And Pasha, he's trying to do it, but Device, 2 kills for him with the AWP. Taz up close, though. We'll catch the bomb carrier. That's awkward. But they have so many players alive here, and the nades as well. It shouldn't be possible for Taz to battle his way out, and it will not be. Zipnix collects the kill, and it's 11 rounds on the board now for Astralis. Going into the 25th round, Anders. And again, Virtus Pro. Just enough for the bye. That's it.
4 rounds in a row is what they've won here. Not out of the woods yet, but certainly everyone is paying attention now. This can really happen for them. 25 kills on Taz. It's so crazy that he's top fragging in this game right now.
This would be the true test for Astralis and the true demonstration that, yes, they are world beaters. If your superstar Device isn't carrying the team and yet you are still making it this close, it speaks to the depth in the roster here. That you can always fall back on other players. Kirby stepping up, Zipnix, even Dupree. This is looking so good here for Astralis. They're 2 rounds away from tying it up. Can they actually make it happen?
They've gone a lot of A, and it's been very quick with a lot of grenades, but you can tell on the minimap that's not what's on the table right now. Pasha and Taz, they are inside of the bomb site, but both of them are in positions where they could very likely get grenaded out. Taz here, it's going to be hard. There's probably going to be a smoke landing between those 2 players once the attack goes through. That's very likely. Grenade not doing too much, so I don't think they can easily back each other up. Here comes the push going in. Pasha looking, ready and waiting for it. They're coming up the sidewalk, in fact, and they're trying to see if they can push all the way in before they actually go onto the bomb side. Pasha goes down. Glaive with a nice headshot. Taz fighting. He needs to get this kill. He has to get it. He takes down Sip, but can't get the follow-up. And Bialy able to close out Kirby. Still a 3-on-3. A nice shot coming out of the AWP here. The bomb is planted. Where is the retake, Virtus Pro?
There's the shot. The patience pays off for Device. Baits the flash and gets the kill, and now it's a man advantage for Astralis going into the hold with the high ground control as well. Dupree, all he has to do is stay alive at this point, and he is the guarantee. He's the insurance policy here for Astralis, and we'll see if it pays off because it's only Snacks alive now. 1v2, no kit, and a Molotov merrily burning away on the bomb. He's not going to make this happen. There's no way. He's going to have to back off and hold on to his gun, and Astralis, they're going to get up onto 12 rounds.
2 massive kills coming in from Device in that round. Just very, very important. Snacks looking to run in and try and see if he can maybe save a rifle or, you know, an AWP or something maybe on the ground, hoping that something would have been there. 13-12, ladies and gentlemen. It's getting very close right now. We see the first one for us, the second one for Device there. just making sure they win it. And he looks like he's got a little, gleam in his eye. Like finally, he's actually starting to wake up here.
Yeah, the things are starting to come together. Good to see that they didn't catch Taz napping either. So it's a lot on him to catch that kill on Xyp9x. Taz, to allow for the rotate and to allow for it to get that close. He hasn't had a whole lot of action over on B, Taz. It's got to be frustrating. But there's B, long range with the CZ. Wins the duel versus Kirby.
Bit of a heart-stopping moment for Astralis. Now they need to keep the focus right now. They've only lost one player, and they got to make sure they don't completely panic. Going for the retake of the rifle there. Bialy going to be able to pick it up. That's very important. Strong round for him already. Virtus Pro. Default setup again for them, but you can almost tell that right now for Astralis, the world is standing still.
This is all about patience at this point from Astralis. They know they still have the edge. Seeing Bialy with the CZ, that's going to give them some of that info. And it's VP going for the half-bite so that they can really go for all the nades in the next round. But they've given themselves a fighting chance here. Now they have the 2 rifles. This is where it gets dangerous. Is it going to be back to B site? They've hardly gone B at all this half, Astralis.
Well, the one thing is they're walking into bomb side where the 2 CZ 75s are, but the M4 and the AK are on the other side of the map. Neo's quite far away, so his rotation time is going to be a bit longer. And now Bialy's shown up here. They are actually walking into a stack right now. 35 seconds, Astralis could be about to make a huge mistake in this game. Flashbang ready and waiting. The bomb up there, 25 seconds. They have to commit to it. They're going to go. And now it's being called. 20 seconds left. They need the bomb plant and they need it fast. Xyp going to take down one. Dupree with the kill, but Snax coming in with a big double, turning around. Bialy can't get it. And now it's all on Xyp. 14 seconds. He's out in the open. And with the flank coming in, it is going to be Snax with a kill instead of triple. That puts Virtus Pro on 14 rounds. They just slowly choked him out of that round. And even if he could have tried for the bomb plant, Neo would have been there.
And all hail Neo, the hero, because he's pushed all the way through to T-spawn. He knows that nobody's coming to A site. That allows for Snax to rotate over and for him to get that key double spray as they're coming down the lower ramp. Neo is the hero that VP deserve at this point. 14-12. We're going the distance, Anders. This is wild.
And Snax is out of control in this grand finals. Has been this whole tournament. A couple more, and they've got it. AWP on device looks like it's going to be fairly quick here. Astralis running in for the fire and taking considerable damage. Taz going to get the spray down on the Dupree. That's the start, but Kirby with the instant refrag, and the game is on again. Xyp, though, takes Pasha after getting legged from that big sniper rifle. Can they get this work? Glaive is actually going to make sure and stop Snax from rotating in behind. And now Virtus Pro have to run. It'll be a 13th round for Astralis. The game continues.
Unbelievable. And this shatters the economy for Virtus Pro as well. They're back to the starting point. After taking so many rounds in a row, they finally get one on the board, VP, only to get hard reset. And yes, Astralis, go out, hunt those guns, find where they're saving them. So if you can take these 2 rifles away from VP, it's going to look dire for the Polish team. Neo and Bialy trying to watch each other's backs at this point, and Neo going to get crouched in on, wins the duel versus Xyp9x, but now they know what's going on. Glaive, can he find him in time? Neo just crouching behind the angle, and there's 1, there's 2! No saving it! This is Astralis' turf!
That is so big. No rifles. There's a huge bang on Snax, but that's pretty much all they have. So if they'd saved those rifles, maybe there could have been a crazy force-up. Snax could have dropped for 2. They could have had 4 rifles going into the next round just with that save. So that's what a big difference it is. 14-13. Somehow, Astralis is still in this game and still keeping this grand finals alive.
And do we see more B hits out of Astralis at this point? Because so far, they've waited until the second half of this half to actually start rotating over here. And again, look at this early aggression, just charging into Taz, bodying him. And Xyp9x going to get caught out in the open. Bialy will find 1 kill, but still, everybody getting a piece of the action for Astralis here. Leave Snax and Neo alone. And Astralis, they do not want to let up the pressure. This is all about just rocking VP as hard as they can.
They just rush into the site. They no longer care. They've rediscovered the mojo, and now they're certainly ready for it. Snax is trapped in the CT spawn again.
Woo! Get out!
Gonna try and gun for it, but Kirby will take him down. A quad kill here. He has been doing an unbelievable job. He's got 25 kills. He's just a little bit too behind Taz, in fact, at 27. 14-14, the game is tied up.
So Christmas came about a month late, but that's all good.
It was
I'm
worth
all
the
right
wait.
with that. I'm all right with this.
It was worth the wait.
And there it is, the last timeout at VP's disposal. They've got 0 remaining. Whatever you need to talk about, boys, now's the time. Sitting side by side. All right.
Yeah, we've got strong representation here at the Fox Theater from both sides of the aisle. The Astralis and VP fans well represented here tonight. And the chants are coming back into it as well. The round is going to resume. We are nearing the very end. The 29th round is coming up here, Virtus.pro. Can they find the one answer, the last piece of the puzzle they need to close this game out and win the second championship? Or is it going to be Astralis? Shot comes through on Snacks and it almost brings him down. Dupree up by E-Box. Oh, the Molotov coming in. Dupree nearly getting the spray. Bialy going to go down anyway. And there's Neo dropping next. Pasha and Taz are left. It's a 2-on-4. Astralis, they're bringing it back.
Unbelievable for Glaive to actually go for this call. And you can see Cuban knows it. He's clenching his fists in frustration to go for that kind of play, to throw it all on one round, a rush onto A. VP definitely did not expect that. The bravery it takes to make that kind of aggro play when everything is on the line here. What faith Astralis have in their in-game leader, Glaive, to respect that call and to say, right, you want us to run into the... we're going in.
I'm almost speechless. This is too good of a storyline right now. Did not think that was going to happen after the first half at all. Device tries to chase down Pasha. They know these guns are really important for VP. They need to get them out of the hands of Taz and Pasha. Nearly won. There's Sip with the kill. Can they find Pasha? They will. Caribou getting the kill. 15-14. Match, map, and tournament point for Astralis. It's been said time and again, Semler, but Danish Counter-Strike is one hell of a drug.
Yes. This is incredible. Virtus.pro to have such a phenomenal first half. And to still be fighting, but that's right, one more round. The first half was Virtus.pro's. The second half has been all about Astralis. This is incredible. Are we going to see it? Are Astralis going to break the curse? Are they going to win their first major, the first time they're in the finals? And their first title, we'll find out because the action's on and Gabby opens it up, takes down Bialy already.
There's the start. 4 more kills, and they will have made it the full distance. Snacks in an uncomfortable position. He goes down with the max 7. He can't make it happen. Finally, Pasha coming in with a refrag, but he's down. The bomb has been picked up by Dupree. They get the spray. Neo takes one, and Taz is there. And Astralis, they win the first major championship. 16-14 against Virtus.pro. Unbelievable. The whole world comes to a standstill here for both teams.
Oh, all of the pain and hard work for both of these teams. And it's Astralis who will be carrying that trophy home with them. Incredible.
Here they are, ladies and gentlemen, your major champions, Astralis. It is going to be a mad game, this one. Virtus.pro, they will be starting on the T side. Astralis on the CT side. And you know what that means when it's Nuke that we're talking about. That makes a big difference, especially if they win that pistol round. I'm excited to see what Virtus.pro can bring us. They're so good at playing these pistol rounds. They're always extremely creative. And we're already seeing here One smoke, two smokes, a Molotov as well. So a big indication that they might have a trick up their sleeve they want to try and execute here against the Danish side.
Absolutely. Going for the utility like that will allow them to actually get an execute off onto a bomb site where all of the players will get involved to just swarm the defense. And VP, they're known for this. They're not afraid to go for utility straight off the bat in the round.
And already Snacks jumping around out in the yard, just trying to see if he could maybe find a pick on someone. Actually, Device is going to go aggressive against him. What a big risk to take if you're Device. A lot rides on this one round. He doesn't even have any backup. No one's there with him. He's just on a solo mission to look for the opening frag. He spots out one player, but he can't find the kill just yet. This is crazy. The tension right off the bat already. He needs this kill, otherwise he could actually lose the game or the round for his team here. Very important.
That's Neo as well. If he picks off Neo for 3, that's so much of the utility gone already. Such an investment from Virtus Pro. Both nades unused. That can wreck their strategy.
That's such a big deal. You see, they're ready. They're setting up. They needed that Molotov from Neo to go in and clear out the site, and now they're in a lot of trouble. They're going to try and go for the ramp instead. Sip falling back, Glaive there, but he doesn't have to commit to it. They've got the man lead, and this is smart play from the Danish captain not to try and go and fight for that ramp control.
The patience here from Glaive. This is so wise from him to back off, not to give VP a way back into the round. VP are looking to try and tie this up at a 4-4 situation going into the site, but instead now Astralis have the man advantage going into the retake. They're going to need every body though, Anders. They don't have a kit to cut down that diffuse time. So if this bomb gets planted, Astralis, they desperately need to just close in without wasting any time.
But look at the time that's left. 25 seconds. Virtus Pro, they're cutting it right on the edge here. Device going to pick up a good kill, but refrag comes in. Pasha with the shot, and it's about time for that bomb plant. Glaive dropping one. The bomb, where is it finally going to happen? Bialy, he's putting it down in the smoke, and he's going to be successful. They're boxed in. They have to fight their way out. They can't stay on the side. They need to find a way in, and Pasha tries, but he's going to get trucked by Kierby, and now it's all on Bialy, and he goes down to Glaive. A strong start here for Astralis, and Virtus Pro losing Neo right in the beginning. That cost them so much.
That killed it right there. I mean, you had the push coming through, trying to rush down Kierby, but Kierby gets the key frag for that retake to actually happen there for Astralis. The fact that he manages to turn it into a 3-on-1, Bialy nowhere to go on the site, that worked out perfectly for Astralis, and that speaks to preparation. Astralis, they have analysts, they have a coach, they have an in-game leader who's very involved. All of them are there to break down the strats that they expect to see from Virtus Pro, and that just feels to me like they read them like a book, Anders. Device, he's going out there, it's a calculated risk.
Second round here, and look at this. So they got the bomb plan, Virtus Pro, and normally we would see a third round AK buy, but actually Virtus Pro saying no. On Nuke, the Tech-9s will do the job, and you're buying 3 UMPs, so we're going to bring it to you with the Tech-9s, and they're not quite just going to run and gun, although I would have loved to have seen that, but they're going to slow it down outside, setting up. They've got all the grenades, so they can throw them through those ceiling windows, and maybe this will work.
Yeah, and Astralis hearing the Tech-9, that doesn't really tell them too much. They don't know just how much Virtus Pro have invested in the round, that they've gone for the full nades behind this. So this might actually catch Astralis off guard. The strategy in general is when you get that bomb plant, you're saving, you're just spending a couple $100s in the round if you're Virtus Pro, so you can buy rifles in the next round. This is the edge that Virtus Pro are looking to take advantage of going into this one now.
Still waiting around to see if anyone from Astralis is going to move up, which admittedly Device did in the pistol, so they have good reason to be slightly paranoid. Snacks setting up a smoke that's going to land in main. A great smoke to hit, but oh, it hits the window! They hadn't shot it out, so now it's not going to go quite far enough. I'm pretty sure there's going to be a gap in that smoke, and that makes a big difference. If someone creeps in at the edge, that could not be a good sign. I think there's supposed to be no window there, because otherwise it slows down the trajectory just a tiny bit. Luckily for Virtus Pro, no one's taking advantage of it, and instead, they're trying to see if they can get down the vent. Glaive there, Kierby picking up one kill. Dupree has fallen though, and Neo, he's managed to creep in from behind. He doesn't get the kill, but Taz will pick up Device, and now it's a 2-on-3 Virtus Pro. They're doing a great job here in the second half, or second round. They're gonna get the bomb plant already. They're low on health, but this can work.
Zipnik's trying to take a risk there, hoping to get lucky through the smoke. It's not going to happen. And now Glaive, he's been spotted. They know where both players are coming from, Virtus Pro. Now it's a matter of hitting their shots, but Glaive's going to be the first one to line it up. Bialy behind the vent. Howard gets the drop on Snacks, and it's all on Glaive. 1v2. This is a disaster for Astralis. They desperately needed to pick up this second round to get their economy rolling. Now, VP have a chance, but it's not over yet, and it's not going to happen. Bialy's there to save it in the 1v1. VP, just like that, with the strategy they've used before, Anders. We've seen this strategy, and you could be certain that Astralis saw it as well, and yet they still get caught.
So smart, and such a big gamble pays off excellently, and already the crowd is with them. Third round coming up here. They've stolen an M4 UMP. They buy AKs for the rest. fantastic beginning here for the Polish side. And Astralis, they're going to try and fight fire with fire, and they buy everything they can in this round. They're not just going to save and try and wait for the rifles or anything. They just go for the pistols, and Taz takes the head off Sipnix.
Yeah, Taz has been playing phenomenally this entire tournament long. We got to see a little bit about it, learn a little bit about what a great sportsman he is coming into this tournament at the beginning of the opening segment. But in-game, in-server, you don't usually look to Taz to drop 30 kills in a map, but he's been delivering all tournament long here for Virtus.pro. He's not the man I expect to see drop off here in the grand finals. He will not feel the pressure.
Dupree, I'm not sure if they spotted him yet, and he couldn't find the shot with the Deagle Kirby going down. Astralis need to get some good kills in this round, even if they're probably going to lose it. They got to make sure that they don't give up any rifles or maybe even steal a rifle, but this UMP, they could be saved, even the Deagle and armor. Yeah, they're going to try and just walk back and see if they could at least get away with something here. Pasha says no, and take down Glaive. And this is a great round for Virtus.pro. They don't lose anybody yet.
Perfect anti-eco coming in here from Virtus.pro. Just a little bit risky there. You know, when you see somebody alone with the rifle like that, you're just thinking, no, he's going to get one shot in the face. Glaive's going to come around the corner, hit him close up and save an M4. Pasha with a bit of a lucky break, and it works for Virtus.pro. 2-1 lead now for VP here on the T side. And this is where Astralis, they really do actually have to buckle down and save their money so they can afford to get the rifles.
All right,
no
so
way.
Sibling rivalry, that's dangerous. It can always already get a bit heated, I guess. So now, let's see if they can remain friends even after this. There are a lot of people, I feel like, who are in that situation, you know?
This is a tense match. So many fans are here for Virtus.pro, but Astralis, I mean, it's tough not to get behind Astralis as well, just because of the struggles that they've had closing semis, trying to get through the semifinals, and they've always fallen short. Even when we've said they're the team to watch, they're the favorite team, they've always fallen short in the end. Now, finally, they've broken the curse, Anders. If ever you were a fan for Astralis, you need to be cheering now.
No, it's absolutely true. Not a good buy, obviously, for the Danish side here. So Virtus.pro, they should be slow playing it. They should be grouped up as they mainly are on ramp here. Should be a very easy 3-1 scoreline for them. It will be interesting. I'm curious to see what Astralis will do coming into the 5th round. Bialy just cleaning up house right now. A triple kill for him. Hardly takes any damage. He's going to open the doors, looking for the kill on Neo. Oh, they closed it on him. He's got one bullet left, and it is not going to happen. Bialy picks up a quad kill, very nearly the ace in that round. Going to be going into the 5th round here.
Neo looking for the knife, maybe?
He was. He did have it out, you know. There's already a history building just in this major of knifing people at different times. But honestly, the history of Virtus.pro going into this game is also madness, isn't it? They won the major in 2014, and they have the same lineup still, and they're looking to do it again.
This is the longest standing lineup in CSGO history, if not esports. I mean, 3 years and counting now. When teams usually see changes happening in rosters every few months, with Virtus.pro, they've stuck with it through thick and thin. They've never changed the roster. They've always believed in the talent that they have on this team. And you can see now, once again, after a desperate 2016, they didn't achieve hardly anything in 2016. It was a massive struggle for them. Here they are in the biggest tournament of 2017 in the grand finals.
I think Device saw them sneaking around main, but the fact that they've already lost to Device is down as well. Snatch with a kill. This is huge. This is a buy round for Astralis, and they're getting knocked out. Glaive goes down as well. No answer from the Danish side at all. Kirby and Sip are left, and again, they just need to try and save these rifles. This is very frustrating, because if you start every round like this, where one guy just gets picked off and there's no chance for a refrag at all, how do you deal with that? You've got to set up differently in that case.
It's going to have to be some coordinated aggression. And I think Glaive, he's going to have to start calling for some yard aggression. I think, like, we saw it from Device and the pistol, sure. But they need to actually start pushing with 2 rifles, see if they can't try and take the fight together as a duo, as a group, so that you can trade kills and maintain an advantage once you've got it, if you're Astralis. So VP heading down to that B site once again. It's going to be a free bomb plant. Nobody's close enough here to really stop it. And I don't think that Astralis even want to. They need to save these rifles, because right now their economy is broken. This couldn't be a better start for Virtus.pro, Anders. They've really got Astralis on the ropes early on here.
At least Kirby gonna be able to get a kill on Neo, but you're right. The reason we were shocked that Nuke was the first map is because it's such a big risk if you end on the T side and have a bad start. Virtus.pro ended on the T side, but they flip it right off the bat. Astralis winning the pistol. Obviously, they're thinking they're gonna get all 3 rounds right in the beginning. They'll have a great foundation now. Creeping in as Kirby, picking up one more kill. They are getting closer to him. They can actually catch him in time here. He's going to go for the long-range fight. Takes down Taz. Going for a bit more. Not going to get the third one, the fourth one there. Triple for Kirby. I mean, he made it expensive, but I don't think Virtus.pro care.
When you've got Bialy starting the round with nearly 13,000 in the bank, that's so much money. VP are not worried. They will throw away everybody on the team just to make sure Bialy dies, and they won't have to deal with that M4, that Colt, in this round here. Virtus.pro up on 4 rounds on the T side, and it should be a 5th one as well, considering Astralis, they have to go for another round of pistols. And here we go. I love it. Glaive, Zonic, they rarely hesitate to actually call the tactical timeout. You see teams, some teams, they refuse to. They just kind of get stubborn and keep trying to go, keep trying to make a difference. Astralis already deciding we need that 30 seconds. We need to have a pause here.
Yeah, absolutely a solid idea. You don't want to let this go overboard, although I will admit it is already looking very dangerous, and even in the first half here. Well, there's a guy beginning the competition. He's starting out strong with 3 monitors, but we know there's always going to be at least one person out there watching who's got like 4 or 5 or 6.
And he's got the E-League viewer going too, so it's like he's turning that 1 monitor into 4 monitors.
Ooh, you're right.
Next level. Well played.
It's very well done indeed. A Deagle, another Deagle on Dupree. Yeah, they've given themselves, you know, a tiny chance to pick up a couple of kills in this round, but it will be difficult. This time Virtus.pro moving a lot faster. If you notice, the previous rounds when they were playing against pistols, they were really slow. Now they're out in yard just saying, you know what, this feels so good, we're just going to come fight.
They just want to have that mental game going their way right now versus Astralis. They don't want Astralis to get any time to breathe. That's the big thing. VP, they just want to charge at them. This is almost a standard strategy that you want to see out of teams that have the rifle advantage. When you know that your opponents are on pistols, you know you have a higher chance of just picking up those kills. Go and beat them up. Don't let them get back up on their feet. Stomp them into the ground so that when they have the rifles in the next round, they're not going to have that confidence to go and take the aggressive defensive positions that they need to fight you.
Again, they're coming in from the high ground there. Heaven up the ladder and all the way around. It's really, really an interesting change to Nuke that you can walk around on the catwalk like that. It opens up so much, and it feels like almost no teams have figured out how to do it, but Virtus.pro is absolutely one of them. They are not playing Nuke like it was the old Nuke, like so many others are. They've adapted so quickly, and that's almost their calling card, isn't it? You know, whenever a new map comes out, they tend to pick it up right away.
Yeah, I think that when they got slapped, they figured out real quick. They took a gamble, and I believe it was versus SK in the semis. They took a gamble, didn't pan out, and ever since then, it's been a lot of work in Nuke. I think the one team that I've seen who've actually kind of made some adaptations there is Hiko from Liquid, right? He figured out, I think, the timings where he could get wrapped, and I saw him actually set up a pretty solid defense on that upper site. But you're right, it's still a relatively fresh map. They're still trying to figure out how the new additions to the map pan out on the defense and on the offense.
Yeah, and I think that will absolutely take a while before everyone is on board with exactly how to play. Just a couple of kills happening in favor of Astralis in this round. They take down Neo, they take down Taz. That's all good, but they need to start winning rifle rounds. So far, they have not been able to do that. They've lost instead 5 rounds in a row, which if you're playing on the CT side on Nuke is a nightmare, an absolute nightmare.
Let's see Device now. Where is Device on the scoreboard? He has been so good throughout this entire tournament, leading the way for his team. He's the star player on that roster. But right now, it's Kirby with the most kills. Device, 3 kills. We need to find Dupree and Zipnix, though. Zipnix is a rock. You can usually count on him to always deliver 1 frag, just that consistent level. He's almost at a double agent, or rather a secret agent right now, 007. He's working on it.
It's getting very close. Now, if they want to stop the plow, it's going to have to be right now. I feel like if they can't pick up this round, this first half is almost just going to get swept away from them. It'll be very hard for them to make any kind of a comeback. Obviously, it's map 1, but still, you want to start off the grand finals feeling great, and not like this. The pressure is definitely on. Again, Virtus.pro shooting out those ceiling windows. A big indication that a play is coming. Bialy is setting up for what has to be a Molotov, probably onto the hut, just in case anyone's holding there. But it doesn't look like Astralis is, but it's still a good grenade, means you have to check a lot less angles.
I do like to see the Device has finally got the sniper rifle, however. So we're going to be seeing where he's going to set up. It looks like hell. So he wants to play rotate, basically. If it's going to be ramp, he wants to be in position to maybe get a pick there. Otherwise, he's going to be helping Glaive hold yard, trying to cover as much ground as possible with that sniper rifle. Only issue is this might be close quarters work. VP, they're geared to go, and it's going to be a straight A push. Excellent timing. Kerry flashed right, but he doesn't see anybody. Just in time. He regains his vision. Might spray down 2, but no. Neo and Snacks are there to trade.
Finally, Glaive also gets a refrag, and up on the high ground, Device trying to shoot. Oh, Glaive right through the smoke. Taking down Snacks. That's a very important kill, and it seems like finally Astralis get just slightly ahead here. 1 versus 3 for Bialy. It's not over yet. He's got 28 seconds. He realizes there's a guy behind him, and it's Glaive, the captain, coming in with a big triple. And I wonder what it was that slowed Virtus.pro down so much, because you see, they had the Molotovs, they had the smokes, they had the flashbangs, everything was in, but they didn't get the kills while all of that was happening. They pushed through the smokes, and then they got traded unevenly.
I'm thinking anti-flashes at that point. If we had the...
I'm sorry.
In case you wonder, every time Anders tweets, "Oh, I think this team is doing really well," that team actually goes on to lose. So everybody's like, "Please, Anders, shut up."
Well, it only works with Danish teams, I have to admit. So there'll be no twittering during the game, I promise.
Woo!
What have you done, Samuel? What have you done?
Well, I'm thinking, if we had a replay, it looks like it's going to be the tactical timeout called here by Virtus.pro. Just to make it perfectly clear for everybody, these teams have 4 30-second timeouts that they can use throughout the entire map. And this is the only time that coaches are able to communicate with their players, get in on the game plan. So right now it's VP. Okay, they got stopped short there. Maybe that didn't feel right. Boom, timeout, discuss it, and figure out how you're going to progress.
But what kind of message does that not also send to Astralis? You know, they're up 5-2, 1 round being lost, and it could have definitely worked out, and they're right back into it. They just want to go for the pause. They want to see if they can figure it out. They don't just want to win this, but they want to absolutely crush Astralis if they can. Door gets opened. Device has a good angle there. Bialy not going to be able to get the frag this time around. So 4 versus 5, and now it's very hard. Virtus.pro need to find a battle of something they can win here to bring it back to a 4-on-4.
Bialy needs to take a deep breath. That felt forced. Watching him, the body language there, that felt like he was trying to force it a little bit.
Look at Neo. This smoke, if it goes through, is going to land on Heaven. And it can be a bit tricky to catch right, because it can clip the ceiling of the bomb site itself. But if it does land in Heaven, that's going to be really interesting. That's what Device was holding last time, and he got shut down, and he may be holding there again.
He is in position in Hell to be able to rotate quickly up to Heaven with that AWP. That's exactly what happened in the last round, you're right, when Virtus.pro went for the A execute. Man advantage still for VP. They haven't managed to bring a kill back, and now that grenade is going to go sailing in, and you can see it landing right there, top left, blocking off the ladder, but Xyp9x is there to take down Pasha, and that was over at ramp.
Man, such a great grenade, but they can't really make anything off it now, and they're 2 men down. Device getting another one there. Taz gets dropped. Snax next in line. Now it's just Neo left. He has to get a kill, but preferably 2 here. That's very important, but he actually walks right into the pre, practically headbutting the AK in the smoke there.
What excellent trigger control there from Device. I'd like, if possible, to get the replay there, because that's actually sick. The fact that he doesn't pull the trigger, they don't have the X-ray. They can't see through the walls the way that we can. And so the only warning he has is just a little bit of a shoulder showing there. Doesn't pull the trigger, waits for the guy to fully commit, and then gets the kill.
Yeah, and it's one of those mechanical details you might not pick up on immediately if you're new to watching the game, but he's obviously trying to bait out the shot, and it works a lot. It's something that the pros are very good at. Well, Virtus.pro, they can still buy, and that's one of the reasons why it's so epic that they won 5 rounds in a row, is that even losing here, they still have the money, they can still do this, and they're still in a great position. And this time they're going to try and change up the pace a bit, running all the way out to T-Red. We've got the wall going up already, classic, everyone knows it by now. Grenade coming out, but it's going to go on the wrong side of the container, does no damage at all, even though they're trying Astralis and actually wasting a lot of grenade here. Virtus.pro, I think, they're just baiting them out right now.
Exactly. They're trying to burn down. They're trying to burn down that smoke. They want VP to still be stuck behind the red container when the smoke's clear. Device had a chance to take advantage of just that, but it doesn't work. And now VP are into the lower halls, looking to the B site. Glaive going to be the first one to spot him. Snax takes a smattering of damage, and Glaive with the headshot on Taz. There's the man advantage for Astralis.
What a dangerous peek from Glaive into the open arms of 3 people waiting with rifles. That's going to be a scary pick to do, but he also gets the grenade damage in. There's a shot from Device again. It drops the bomb. And we are down to just about 50 seconds here. Device picking up 1 more kill. Astralis, it took a while, but it seems like they found the rhythm of playing CT side on Nuke, which is really what's supposed to happen on Nuke. That's how the map is balanced, but Snax is going to be going down as well. And here is the detail. Here's what you should be aware of if you're a Virtus.pro fan. Even if they lose every single round from here on out, if this ends 10-5 in favor of Astralis, Virtus.pro are still in a great position. So they should calm down. They should take a deep breath and say, we already did everything we needed. The question is just how much further can we push it?
The rest is gravy, you're right. But this is pressure on Astralis. What I do like to see is that Device certainly has woken up. Glaive as well. Dupree and Xyp9x even on the board with a couple of kills, and so you start to see the machine kick off here for Astralis. They mentioned going into this match, that was Sue, our sideline reporter, she talked with them. They'd actually talked with their sports psychologist going into this match to try and prepare mentally as best they could, and it looks like it's paying off right now. They didn't roll over and start to crack the way we would have seen a past of Astralis do. Instead, they're fighting back.
They managed to temporarily slow down the plow, but you know something, there's always a chance it's going to be back. It can always happen. 10th round is coming up here. And just some pistols for Virtus Pro. All over the place. So you get some map where you can get some good action with the Deagle. Out in that yard especially. That was close. Taz goes down. Almost some team damage going into it there. They're trying to see if they can get the kill on Sip, who is dropping kind of low. The bomb going to be planted here in spite of the Molotov. So big plays from Virtus Pro. The $800 bonus, even as they lose the round, they're going to get it regardless. Definitely working out for them. And that will make it a tied scoreline at 5-5. So it's a good job on Astralis, but I'm not complaining if I'm Virtus Pro.
I think VP right now, they're trying to figure out how they can actually deal with Device. This guy seems to be everywhere on the map right now. They're hearing shots in yard. He's over at ramp next, and then he's in heaven. Device, exactly the man on your screen right there. Very difficult to deal with. One of the more consistent players, basically a superstar for Astralis. He can do it all. And right now, with that sniper rifle, he's a real threat to VP.
Right. Happy birthday.
Awesome.
And also, good job watching the tournament. Definitely get everybody in. If you're watching out there on the internets, then definitely invite your friends and get them in here and watching, because this is promising to be a very good game.
Make it up there eventually, Snacks. Now Snacks is looking for the variation. He's looking for that secret control coming in from Astralis. But Astralis haven't even shown that yet so far that they're willing to go for it. It might be that they're just trying to hold on to that strat for a little bit later. Snacks feeling like this was the round that they were going to try and make it work. Instead, Device has rotated way out into yard. This is the difference here from Astralis, the slight change to the CT defense.
Snacks very patient right now. And over in yard, I mean, that's a position once they get to the CT side, you can expect Snacks to play as well. He will sometimes be on that stairwell leading into secret. Virtus Pro, their change of pace is so incredible because some rounds are so fast where they're just out of the yard, and then there are rounds like these where they're slow and waiting. So is Device going to unscope maybe at the wrong time. Actually chooses to fall back. He's not quite sure with those forward smokes exactly what's happening on the other side. We are at 45 seconds. That's going to be a problem. Glaive, he takes down one. He gets refragged by Neo. We'll just swap out for the AWP, trying to see if maybe he could get the kill on Device. They know he's out here somewhere.
Yeah, they really do seem to have the idea. Neo's been spotted. Not sure if he spotted Device, however. Dupree is there to catch Taz, who was looking for the flank. Now we're down to 3 players here for Virtus Pro. In the yard, Device just barely going to spot Neo through the glass. Easy kill, but he gets traded by Bialy, and somehow we're back into a 2-on-2. Xyp9x, if ever there was a time for you to come alive, it is now, because now you're the last man alive for your team. Goes for the spray on one, but there's the timing! Bialy! Just in time to save that round for Virtus Pro. If he's a half second later there, Xyp9x might very well clutch it for Astralis, but instead VP, they get their 6th round.
And potentially, I think, a mistake made on Xyp9x, because here's the big deal in that 1v2. There's only like 18 seconds left. He knows they have to get onto the site to put the bomb down. That could have definitely been different. Bialy, I mean, what a clutch to come through with. He's been playing very well already. In fact, he's top of the leaderboard on Virtus Pro and tied with Glaive on the other team. 11 kills on him. Such an amazing beginning. And is this a tactical timeout from Virtus Pro?
This is.
After winning the round?
Use them. If ever you're going to use them now. Because this is your chance to really break Astralis. The money isn't quite broke. They aren't quite broke on Astralis' side yet, but a lot of pressure is going to start building, because now Astralis know that they need to pick up the last 4 rounds here. They need to get the rest of them. Whereas VP, they can maybe, you know, Cuban maybe is chiming in saying, right, this one strat that we've been holding on to, time to go. Let's use it. Let's actually make it work here in this key round.
I'm hearing the VP shouts coming out from the crowd. They were doing it earlier as well, the chants coming in. They definitely have a lot of fans. We're halfway around the world, but Virtus Pro, they're absolutely loved everywhere. Pasha, not going to try and challenge any kind of a smoke. I wonder if Glaive is going right now. Seems to be at a really forward position. Look at that, right on the silo. He has got back up from Device, who's on the stairwell, but it's going to be
Snacks
tricky.
was holding it. That was the issue. Again, because he hadn't been spotted in the last round, Snacks, he goes right back on top of Silo again to wait and see if Device is going to go to Secret. Sure enough, Device trying to change up again, and this time he gets caught. Glaive, though, he could be the man. He could be the hero to save it all. Do they actually check beneath the Silo here, Virtus.pro? This is going to be huge.
Gets one, goes for a second. Glaive picks it up, and Kirby with a kill on Pasha, who was out by T-Red. Otherwise, he would have been shot in the back. That's such big teamwork coming in. Snacks trying for the shot, but it gets clipped by the building, and he can't follow through. Now, 50 seconds. 2 versus 4. Virtus.pro have shown in this tournament and others that they can do this. They can win these kind of situations. They have the time, and if they can get down Secret somehow and put the bomb down, this can still be won. They've got to get the first kill. Not Orton Yard. Neo taking some damage, but not enough that it's detrimental to the round here.
And this is what I was talking about at the beginning of the half, right? Where Astralis, they need to get that buddy system going out in the yard, start pushing aggressive, because you do have the options to get beneath Silo, or like Device, just push all the way back into T-spawn if VP aren't there. But Glaive was the hero of this round. They took the bait VP when they picked Device. They thought, okay, Astralis is going to start falling far back onto the sites, play very defensive. No, didn't happen. Glaive was lying in wait, but Neo's not giving up just yet. 5 seconds left in the round, but at least he's going to get one more kill.
Yeah, I thought maybe they would try and go for it. I think they were maybe hoping that someone would be holding this corner, this angle. Then they could make it a 2-on-3, but ultimately they give it up. They make sure that Astralis can't save the AWP that was down there in Secret as well. So now the Danes have to spend some money rebuying that. And again, we're tied, 6-6.
This is a tough situation, though. It's so difficult for both these in-game leaders to come to grips with like what's happening on this map. Astralis, when they played it, they just demolished Fnatic on this map, 16-5. It was so one-sided. You didn't really get to see too much of Astralis' game. Whereas for Virtus.pro, they went 30 rounds versus G2. It went the distance. And so there's a lot for Astralis to actually work out what VP are up to. This is why it's so impressive that VP have still got 6 rounds on the board.
I'm so happy about this change to the map that you can actually throw that grenade to blow off the mini door, because that wasn't, it was sort of right when they redid this map. You couldn't really do that. There were some boxes in the way and they got removed. It's so much better now. 13th round is coming in and we're nearing the end of the first half. First map here, the grand finals. Device spots a quick jump there. Ramp is not a position you have to give your life to defend. You can fall back and just play it safe and let them spend some grenades taking it. You don't have to commit to it 100%, but Device is sticking around.
Yeah, good support.
Those shots, by the way, on the back wall there from Ramp, they go into the lobby. You gotta be careful.
But that was a good timing for Xyp9x to rotate in and support Device. He gave Device some room to work with. Maybe he finds VP getting greedy. Okay, that's enough. Gets the smoke in there, allows for Device to rotate out and change up his positioning. And so VP, now they have to figure out where Device is on the map all over again. Where is this guy playing from? Snacks finds the kill on Glaive out in yard, however, but Device, he's rotated over. He's got a call. He's got actually a very sneaky angle over here, so it's going to be difficult for VP to find him.
Yes, it will, but right now, they don't seem to care. They're going to be down Secret. 3 men also. Bialy looking out. Ready and waiting. 24 seconds here. Virtus.pro once again cutting it so close. And this is always dangerous. If there's even one person lurking on this bomb site who kills the bomb carrier, that's a lot of trouble. It's Neo who has it. Pasha's gone down. It's a 3-on-4 right now. Here comes Neo with an attempted bomb plant. 9 seconds, 8 seconds. Is anyone there to stop him? It doesn't seem like it. He's going to be successful, and that's big plays from Virtus.pro, cutting it right to the edge. Astralis, this retake is going to be very difficult. Bialy, he gets actually spotted, but Kirby can't find the kill. Instead, Device picks it up, and now it's a 3-on-3.
Excellent teamwork there for Device. The cavalry has arrived, but we're into a 3-on-3. Taz on 1 HP gets caught again by Device. Man advantage now for Astralis. They've got 2 players with kits as well, so they have some time to work with. They have to think that Neo's going to be in the small room, and yes, and Toxic, there's the incendiary. It's going to force them back. They're looking to wallbang him, and they're going to get him in the end. It's Snacks, 1v3, looking for the shot, and he's going to get it. And so now the 1v2. Do they have time? No, Snacks again, the 1v1, and now all he has to do is go for the peek, draw him off, and Snacks will clutch it. The bomb goes off, and VP, they're in the lead.
1 versus 3. That is a tough round to lose if you're Astralis, but what amazing play from Snacks. And that kill we didn't see from his point of view. He gets a quad kill in this round. What a beast.
And the showman as well. There you go, there you go. Snacks has got some fans, that's for sure.
As well as he might. Without a doubt, one of the elite players that we have in this game.
We spend a lot of time talking about the Vice on Astralis, right? As that star player, that hard carry. Snacks fills that role for VP. Capable of everything, the clutch, shotgun rifles, sniper rifle. You give him anything and he will get you results, and we see it there. Quad kill, a hugely important round for VP that's going to put Astralis on the back foot.
Oh, Glaive. They're through the smoke and the flash and everything. Snacks again with the AK kill. Grenade, pretty good from Sip actually, and Device gets a kill, but then they lose Kiebu. 3 versus 4. And Virtus.pro not overcommitting, but they are falling back, making a lot of noise. Dupree's here, that's an easy kill on Taz. Now can they make it in? Neo's going to be dropped as well. Dupree with a great double kill, reloading, and not in time for Bialy to get through with the FAMAS. And they make this round work. They have to, Astralis. This is their half. They got to get at least 8 rounds right now. In a 2-on-2, it is not looking easy.
What quick thinking from Bialy, though. He's taking the bomb down to B site. So they've completely changed it up. Xyp9x, however, he's managed to infiltrate this. Pasha's going to get the kill on Device, but they have no idea where Xyp9x is playing from. He's going to catch Bialy in the back.
Oh, Xyp9x. If he gets that kill, he has a Molotov. He can block it off. He has to get this one, but Bialy takes him down. That's a double kill. If Sip gets that frag, he can go in, throw the Molotov onto the vents and defuse that bomb, but did not play out that way. In spite of a great effort here from Dupree, it's Virtus.pro powering through. The plow, it has come back now. 15th round.
And a force buy from Astralis in the 15th round. This is a disaster for Astralis. This is not how it's supposed to go. This should be a heavily CT-sided map. And so for Astralis to have 6 rounds going into the 15th round, if they get 8-7, even then it's not looking good for them in the second half. VP, they're putting on one hell of a show here to start things off in the grand finals, and Snacks continues to deliver. The pick on the Vice out in yard, and he could get a follow-up as well.
Such an aggressive style coming out. He spots the guy behind the vent system there, and that's a big problem. Bialy going to try and see if he can go and clean it up. He gets a kill on Glaive, realizing there's another player still here. Now he definitely knows. He sees the shots coming through the rail, and it will be Kiebu going down. Dupree and Sip are left. Virtus.pro, what a power performance. First half of a grand finals, you're playing on the T side of Nuke, and this is what you bring to the game. Dupree going to get the kill on Taz. I'm not sure it's enough.
No, because they have the man advantage, they have the grenades, they have everything they need here, Virtus.pro. And they have the time, a minute left. Xyp9x with the lurk. He didn't see it, looks like.
He could have seen Bialy coming down the ladder, but he was obviously very focused, tunnel visioned, in fact, on that heaven. They've got so much time, Virtus.pro. They don't have to worry at all. Just make sure everyone's in the same spot. Neo putting up the smoke for the plant. And now the retake is going to be so much more difficult. They do not have a defuse kit and no grenades this time either. Virtus.pro, it's an incredibly smart team. Dupree making some noise, and I think they might have just got him killed. That's Bialy, another triple kill and yet another round. He's got 16 frags in this half already. That is such a good performance.
Well, Xyp9x, he used to be the king of clutch, but this is a bit of a tall order. 1v3 with a pistol versus guys with the rifles. We'll see if he can actually make it happen. Pre-fire on Neo. No, it's not going to happen in the end. 9-6 for Virtus.pro at the end of the first half here on T side. A phenomenal scoreline for the Polish team to close the first half.
Incredible focus, incredibly well done. Have to love it.
And so
going to head to a break. We'll be back with the second half. Stay with us.
Canadian crowd is unlike any other crowd in the world.
Playing in front of a crowd during a major is one of the best feelings you as a player can get. People go crazy, they were chanting my name, falling, falling.
Playing in front of the crowds means everything to me. This is when I want to compete. This is when I want my best, and this is where I perform.
The crowd at majors, you just feel their energy and you cannot play around them.
2,000 or 3,000 behind your computer playing together. You are not alone.
We are back, ladies and gentlemen. It is the second half coming up, 9-6 in favor of Virtus Pro in a stunning performance in the first half here, Nuke in the grand finals. What an amazing team. And Snacks has been playing out of his mind, so is Bialy. For the other team, obviously, Device has been doing a fine job. He's up to 13 with Glaive as well. It's not that Astralis are really that far behind in the kill department, but they just had such an incredible run. 5 rounds right off the bat for Virtus Pro. That's hard to come back from if you're Astralis.
Exactly. It's hard to get your head back into the game mentally, but this is it. We're live, 9-6. VP on the CT side, Astralis on the T side, and a very quick sort of setup here for Astralis already. Glaive looking for confrontation out in the yard, hoping to find Snacks. Just spread across the map, Astralis. They were hoping that VP would get greedy and try to go for peaks early, but that's just not the case. VP also content to sit and wait.
And especially out in yard, especially in ramp, that USP, it's got the distance, it's got the advantage. You need to get close with the Glock, and Astralis only have the one smoke, some flashbangs here, so a lot of it will be run and gun with the Glocks. Once they pop those grenades, it's time to go. Still got more than a minute left, so they haven't really sounded the alarm yet, but they need to win this round. That much is clear.
It just gets me on edge to see Glaive, who has all the utility out in yard. I mean, he's got Kerby to support him, but if he goes down, one tap from the USP and all of the money that they've spent, the 2 flashes, the smoke that they might be counting on, gone. Snack's gonna get caught out in the open. Kerby will eventually find the headshot, but that looked dicey for a second there, Anders.
Oh, he very nearly choked on that one. Neo trying to see if he can get back. Glaive has gone down. Nice refract from Bialy, who's still doing amazing work. Neo's down to 6 bullets, but he's getting back up here, and they're going to double team Kirby. He's going to be dropped. Now it's a 3-on-3, and the bomb is going down. Just 30 seconds left, and they're being pushed. Taz gets a headshot on Dupree. That's a great start. Sip trying to see if he can refrag it. Taz has gone down. Sip turning around for the headshot on Pasha, and that's going to leave Neo. Can he clutch this one? It's a 1-on-2. He gets down by Device. So close for Virtus Pro, but Sipnik's the man to save it for them, and he's done not that much in the first half. He had 5 kills going into the second half. Now he's at 7, but this 180, godlike.
That's some Kiyoshima level 180 right there. That's unreal. So we saw in the quarterfinals yesterday, FaZe versus SK, Kiyoshima had one like that. The 180 headshot, and Zipnik's, what a hero. In my mind, I'm thinking this is it. VP have the man advantage. They're going to be able to close in on the site. They'll be methodical about it and just choke Astralis out. Zipnik's was having none of that, and that's both pistol rounds picked up for Astralis. The one hitch here, and Kirby's there to actually give them a pretty big edge in the rest of this round, because they need to survive the second round after the pistol.
Oh, let's be clear. Virtus Pro almost certainly sweep the map if they win the pistol here. This is just what allows Astralis to stay in the map. They still have to fight for it. There's so much still coming here for the Danish team. If they want any chance of making a comeback, it's going to have to be hard work all the way through. Virtus Pro, just like they did in the second half after they lost the pistol in the first half, they just buy. They just go for the armor, they go for the pistols, even a scout on Pasha there. So I don't want them to overcommit to retaking this bomb site and fighting for it. Save what you have into the next round if you can.
Exactly. Pasha just taking a little bit of a risk, a bit of a peek with that scout, that sniper rifle that he has. Looking to get the tag and maybe a kill. Dupree is low. Neo holding close. Sneaking in. Glaive looking for the spray. Not going to find it. Down to 10 HP on Neo. And Virtus Pro are just trying to keep them contained on this bomb site at this point. Bialy will find the kill on Zipnik's, but Dupree is there to trade. And nobody will be going up at the bomb here. Dupree should be able to back off just in the nick of time.
Wow, still, I think, actually very well played on the Polish side. I quite like this. So they didn't throw away everything. They lost a couple of people. They got 2 kills on Astralis, and that is actually not necessarily a bad trade. And more importantly, they say that scout. 8-9, the scoreline. Very early on. And the focus now, Semler, it has to be on that 4th round. What happens when VP have money and they can buy the rifles?
When we start to see that defense get rolling. But this was so key for Astralis. They survived the second round. It's not like